Hi, sorry, I don't know what happened there. Just got stopped by itself. Again, if you can't hear me, just let me know and I'll sort something out. And I was about to read question 1, so I'm just going to do that now. Okay. I should probably explain as well that right now, because I'm doing the IRAC method, I'm not sure if any of you guys are studying law, but because I am doing the IRAC method, I'm writing down certain points of the question which I feel would be relevant to answering the question. That doesn't make sense, I know, but so it first starts off with the police constable. So I've written down his name, the fact that he's a police constable. Then it goes on to says a couple of bits about him, and then it goes on to he's walking past his local shop, which I then put down, and then he sees an offensive weapon, which will come under the law, which will come under Police Act. So I then write that down. It's kind of like what he does, and then the kind of issue or the law behind it kind of thing. It's really hard to explain, and quite frankly I don't get it myself, but I'm gonna give it a good go. Okay, so he's an offensive weapon which he knows is illegal. Can't even spell today. No. Okay. Right, so we need news shopkeeper. Committed an offense. Right. What's the next bit? Okay, is the display of the offensive weapon in the window an offer to sell? Right, so I've got what I'm going to do now, because the question 1 comes with an A, B, and C bunch of questions. I'm just going to kind of what I've written already. I'm going to link it to the question that it links with. So that is question A. Question A is the display of the offensive weapon in the shop window an offer to sell? So basically, the police constable has walked past his local shop, seen an offensive weapon, which he thinks is which he knows is illegal to sell, but he thinks it's for sale. He then goes to inform the shopkeeper that he's committed offence, but the shopkeeper then tells the police constable that the item is not for sale and that he has a license to keep it, so he's not committing an offence. So the display of the offensive weapon in the shop window is not really an offer to sell. An offer to sell would be something along the lines of adding a price ticket or making an offer to somebody saying that, you know, I have this offensive weapon here, I'll give it to you for £50 or something like that. So it is not an offence. So I'm just going to jot that down quickly just as notes, and then I'm going to move on then to the next paragraphs. A. I really can't spell. What's wrong with me today? Okay. Okay. Okay, did she offer? Yeah. Okay. Very fruities. Okay. So the interaction with Sheena and Gary take place. Sheena has maybe stopped me on mind. She was I need to make some room on this desk. Okay, that's a bit better. is Sheena. Okay, so I've now finished the next 2 paragraphs, which is linked to question B. Explain whether PC Sheed is committed a lawful stop and search on Sheena. Now that I'm gonna have to search. Oh, wrong one. That I'm gonna have to search the database for, because I'm not sure if that would be considered reasonable doubt. I think that's what it's called. I honestly don't even know anymore. That one. What is it? Reasonable what? Reasonable grounds to believe? Because he witnessed. Okay, so basically, the next part is that a woman is in the shop at the same time as the constable. She sees a vase she would like to buy, and it is priced at £90. She only has £80. She offers £80, and the shopkeeper refuses to sell it at £80. Sheena reluctantly offers to pay £90, and Gary agrees, but Sheena only hands him £80 and says he can have this extra £10 later on, blah blah blah. Gary refuses and then later sells the vase to Dave. But before that, the constable observes the interaction and then sees Sheena holding something in her pocket as they both leave the shop. So the constable then thinks that she has stolen the vase and requests that she empties her pockets. I do think that that is unlawful, because he shouldn't have reasonable grounds to believe she's stolen it, considering he watched the whole transaction and that they must have been put back for somebody else to buy it. So I can't assume that, because it's not actually in there. What am I looking for? Paste. That is what I want. The one thing I hate about these law databases is that you can't just like abbreviate them, even though they literally abbreviate them, like abbreviate them on the like searches themselves. It's so annoying. You gotta put in the whole name and oh. Right, let's have a look. Any place to which at the time when he proposes power of the public or any section of the public has not so. Right, so he was on a pavement, so that's okay. It's in public. Yeah, that's fine. Any personal vehicle. Right. Blah, blah. Reasonable grounds for suspecting that he will find stolen prohibited articles. See, now I've got to put myself in somebody else's shoes. Did he believe or did he not believe? Because he witnessed the whole thing. On one hand, he could have said, I didn't see anyone put it back, or I just assumed that because she couldn't afford it, she just took it. On the other hand, he's seen the whole thing. He saw that, it was a conversation between the two of them, and oh god, I'm just gonna say that he I don't know anymore. I don't know. Somebody want to help? That'd be very kind. Great. Question B. Explain whether PC is multiple sockets. Sheena. I guess I could argue the two and then come up with a conclusion. I can't really do that because it's not a essay type of thing. I'll just say that he believes that he did and he had reasonable grounds, which means it was lawful. It's just easier that way. Then we gotta mention that it was public access, and that which thingy-mabobby. Okay, so 1A and storing prohibited articles. Maintain personal vehicles. Okay. Well, these are still prohibited articles. Why the article? Okay, so that's 1A and 2. 2AI. No, 2AI, 2A1. Oh, I don't know, I'm just mumbling to myself now. 2A, and then prohibited articles. Is it a prohibited article or stolen? The article and reason to believe. Okay, next one. Next one is right. Michael is tall and he walks into Gary's shop. Michael walks into Gary's shop. Says piece of antique furniture for sale. Michael's an antiques dealer and he knows he could get much more for the J at auction. Gary agrees to sell the J for £1 and Michael gives him £1. As Michael leaves the checkout, Gary's manager arrives and tells Michael he should hand the J back because there's no way he could have believed that the J was £1 and so was acting dishonestly. Explain whether Michael and Sheena have enforceable contracts in law. Okay. Sold for £1. Okay, so to answer this question, I'm going to need to refer to my eyes twitching. I'm going to need to refer to my notes. My notebook is just one massive mess. It's all like pages hanging out. Ugh. Can't wait to start the new year and have a nice fresh book. That's my TMA. That's my TMA. Those are the rest. We go on that. Oh, hang on. Oh, on this. Offer, acceptance, consideration, intention to create legal relations. Okay. So an offer, acceptance, oral written, consideration payment made in exchange for performance of a contract, intention to create legal relationships for an agreement to be legally enforceable under the law. With contract, the parties must intend to be legally bound. Often this will not be expressly stated. Okay, so in that case, Sheena has only points 1 and 2, which is offer and acceptance, because she never actually paid any money. Whereas Michael has all 4 elements of a contract, which means that he has enforceable contract. He has enforceable, has an enforceable contract, whereas Sheena does not. Right, okay. I'll just jot that down a minute. Right. A contract. Sheena only has 2. Okay. So that is my prep done for my question 1. So after this, I normally refresh myself on the write-in method, which is the IRAC method, which I now need to find, which is in Legal Skills 3. We want to go to, right. Right, we need to advise. Who do we need to advise? Is anyone paying attention? We need to advise Gary. We need to advise the constable, and we need to advise Michael and Sheena. So I'm just going to write these kind of elements because it says we are you will need to identify, and then 5 different points you need to identify. So I'm just going to write them down now. Parties to advise. First of all, we have Gary, Constable. Who else did we have? Michael and Sheena. Okay, the material facts, we've got them written down already, so I'm not going to bother writing them down again. Or should I just? Yeah, okay. So the material facts, I'm going to take this step by step concerning Gary. Constable thought he saw, and what's it called, weapon, I can't remember. Thought he saw an illegal weapon for sale. Okay. Illegal weapon for sale. But Gary stated that it wasn't for sale. Not for sale. And has a license for it. For the weapon. And then we need material facts for the constable regarding Sheena. Sheena. What was Sheena doing? Sheena held something in her pocket. After the being refused the sale of the vase, the constable then requested to be. Constable then requested that she empties her pockets. Belief of okay, and then the last one. Oh, not the last one. Right, okay, Michael. Michael purchases a chair for £1 and completes the transaction. Is told he acted dishonestly. And yeah, and should pay more. Okay, and then we have Sheena. Sheena made. What did she make? Oh no, I gotta find that bloody page again. No. Don't think it's that one. powers of arrest. Don't want powers of arrest. Civil application for which she made an offer. There was acceptance. Wait, what's consideration paper made in exchange? Okay, right. Sheena made an offer, and there was a counter offer. But no, Sheena didn't make the first offer. The shop made the first offer with the price tag. Made first offer. Sheena's counter offer was refused. Offer refused. Acceptance of final offer. Final offer and that's where the transaction ended. Transaction ended there. Okay, and then the next one, the area of law you need to consider from the material facts. Okay, area of law. All right, the first area of law is pretty sure. I don't know if that is that. I don't know if that would come under the Police and Criminal Evidence Act or Section 1. I'm gonna say it is. They haven't stated this otherwise. Case. Contract law. So we're not even looking at contract over here. We're looking at. Right, Gary's case will come under pace then. And then we got the constable's case, which would also come under pace. Then we have Michael, who would be contract law. And so will Sheena. Then we have the main legal issues and any sub-issues generated by the scenario. So the main legal issue for Gary is selling an illegal weapon or trying to sell an illegal weapon. Or would that be under what is the question of that? Maybe I should check that because I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, good God. This one. An offer to sell. Okay, so maybe that is contract law. Yeah, I'm gonna change that to contract law. Or maybe it's both. Or we'll just keep it as contract. I overthink everything, I swear. Offer to sell. Okay. And then the constable is a stop and search. It's pretty easy. And then Michael is now. Is there any way in contract law that says being dishonest when buying something is illegal? Now that's what we're taught. We don't have what we're taught. Okay. Consumers are protected by consumer protection legislation. Tax replacing goods, blah, 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 blah. Make clear what should happen when goods are faulty and when service is not provided. So no, there's no specific law to say if the main legal issue. Sometimes when I get stuff like this, I just want to give up. So I'm like, was she within a contract? Sorry, I'm just doing Sheena now. She, no. Legally. Oh my god. Dishonesty, I don't even know. Hi. I'm sorry, I speak English. Only English. Sorry. Oh, right. I'm honestly losing my mind tonight. Where's Gary? Legally allowed to sell the rates through, what is it called? So I need to like tab this page or something. We'll get one now. What is it called? Consumer law. Okay. Is he legally supposed to pay more? Is he legally supposed to pay more? That sounds like a good legal argument to me. That's also under consumer law. Okay. Main legal issues. We've done that. Possible legal outcomes. My eyes twitching like mad. I need to get a tab for this. Oh. Right. I'll just stick it there. There we go. Right. Possible legal outcomes after applying the relevant law. Okay. So we got Gary. Possible legal outcomes for Gary. If we go into contract law, is he given an offer to sell? Then no, he is not. So what will be the outcome? As he has a license for it too, nothing would happen. Nothing I'll just quickly write notes. Nothing. License held, whatever. It's not illegal basically, and no offer. Not offer to sell. And there's no pricing label. It's really noisy up there today. And then we've got the constable. Stop and search. Possible legal outcomes. It was lawful. But would not find any items and would be able to set free our Sheena. Release Sheena. Then who's next? Michael. And we have Michael. Okay, Michael. Michael could use his consumer rights as he has entered into a contract, consumer contract. How am I looking for me? Into a consumer contract by fulfilling all elements of the contract. Sometimes. Sheena. Oh, good old Sheena. Sheena would not be able to use any consumer rights as she had not entered into a legally, what is that? There it is. Into any legal relationship. That's what I was looking for. Legal relationship with Gary as the transaction finished before all elements were satisfied. Okay, so that's that bit done. Basically got the basic bits here. So that's basically what I do when I am prepping for TMA, ETMA, same thing. Especially when it comes to doing IRAC method. There's a lot more to it than just writing an essay and stuff. So next time now when I do another video or another live, I'm going to do the next question, which is question 2. I'm going to do the prep for that, and obviously then after that then we'll do question number 3, whatever. We'll move on to the next couple of questions. We'll get the prep done for them, and then we'll move on to writing up the TMAs. Pardon me. We'll do the first drafts and so on and so forth. We'll get them done. I am well, thank you. How are you? Okay. Is there anything I'm missing? No. Obviously, then when it comes to the first question, we'll have to find the relevant law, which I don't know how that's going to work. Hang on, let me check that advice again. You do not need to carry out any additional legal research or include information from external sources, right? So how do I do that? If, you know, well, okay. Is it in here? Okay, right. The Consumer Rights Act, right? We gotta get Consumer Rights Act. We gotta write that down. I missed that. We gotta look at that. Okay. Is it Consumer Rights Act or is it something else? I feel like it was changed. Oh no, okay. 2015. Consumer Rights Act 2015. Okay, so that is question 1, preparation, all done. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully you guys will want me back for another live video stream. Want me to show you what I'm doing or whatever, I can kind of get that sorted out. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed again, and I shall see